The third key property to Kangen water is its microclustering property, which means the average water molecule is about 15 to 20 clusters. So these larger clusters really limit the amount of absorption. So imagine a small snowball. We put these snowballs through our electrolysis device straight out of your tap water, and we shear them down, cutting the bonds, shrinking it down to what I see as a snowflake. They're usually 4 to 6 molecules and make for far easier absorption. How easy? Well, typically the average bottled water or tap water, spring runoff water, you'll absorb about 12 to 17%. Through the ionized process in Kangen water, you will actually absorb 80% of the water. Now imagine being able to hydrate 6 times as fast. Why is this important? Well, your lymphatic system, which is how we detoxify in the body, runs like a water slide. The moment your cells get hydrated, it's actually wanting to detox, drop the toxins that it's been storing in the fat tissues so that your whole body starts to naturally perform detoxification. If you never get hydrated, which is suggested that about 85% of people in North America are chronically dehydrated, this process never happens. So with Kangen water, don't be surprised if you start to drink this water and you start to have some experience of detoxification. This can be anywhere from mild headaches to flu-like symptoms, more trips towards the bathroom. And it really starts to look like this. How do you feel? A lot of people just naturally feel like they're not getting enough water in their life. Even though they're drinking lots, they're going to the bathroom lots, and they just really can't quench their thirst. So imagine going into a room, we've probably all seen this. You see a plant that's been dehydrated, it's flopping over. You rush to give it some water. 3, 4, 5 hours later, it's blooming, it's nice and happy again. That's the state that people are walking around in. Many of us are feeling floppy. Whereas when we get around this water and we start drinking it for what we suggest, try it out for 3 weeks, people really start to feel the sense of what it is like to be fully hydrated. The next property of the water is microclustering. So here I have a simple green tea. And I'm going to take this bag. And here's tap water on my right and Kangen water on my left. So we're going to put the tea bag in and fill it up with water. There's 1, 2, 3. Kangen water. 1, 2, 3. Let's do one more right here. Kangen water. 1, 2, 3. We'll switch back to tap water. 1, 2, 3. A little more tap water. So perhaps you're thinking that the tea bag has already been played out with the Kangen. Let's do a little more Kangen water. 1, 2, 3. And we'll try tap water one more time. 1, 2, 3. And our last one, Kangen water. 1, 2, 3. And we'll just leave that off to the side. So as you can see, the water, Kangen water, is able to extract, pull out the tea so much more effectively than the tap water. The same thing is happening in your body. You're absorbing 12 to 17% of bottled water, tap water, or whatever you're drinking right now. With Kangen water, we shrink the water molecule, so we go from snowballs to snowflakes. That snowflake is able to permeate through the tea structure of the plant matter of the tea. It's able to hydrate it and extract the properties much more effectively. So just imagine what it's doing in your body. A lot of people get around this water and they start to drink, and they realize they can drink much more of the water. They go to the bathroom less, and they feel much more hydrated. Their body starts to detox and work much more effectively. So I think this example clearly indicates the third property of the water, which is similar to that effect of, as we've seen in the picture, the plant drooping and then brought back to life. A lot of people have the same sensation when they start drinking this water. Doctors and healthcare practitioners around the world are starting to become very familiar with Kangen water. One man in particular, Dr. Hironya Shinya, has been familiar with this water for a number of years. In one of his recent books, he writes, Kangen water is considered the very best drinking water because of its incomparable power of hydration, detoxification, and antioxidation. You have seen all these properties clearly expressed in the previous slides. Mr. Shinya is the inventor of the colonoscopy and has performed over 370,000 procedures with his team. He is in his mid-70s, still works in one of the most prestigious medical centers in New York City and Japan, considered an expert regarding the colon and digestion. His work has led him to understand that the solution to pollution is through dilution. Thus the importance of Kangen water to create superhydration, which leads to natural detoxification. Additional benefits from this detox is the majority of people will have natural weight loss occur that can be easily maintained by continuing to drink Kangen water. When people come to ask him for help, he puts them on a two-stage approach. One, he won't treat you unless you drink a gallon of Kangen water a day, and number two, an alkaline diet. That doesn't necessarily mean 100% raw food. So let's see some of the results that he's getting. This is a woman with breast cancer. She's 45 years old, chronically constipated. Clearly we can see the picture on the left does not look good. 3 months later, following Mr. Shinya's technique, it looks like this, far improved. Another example. Here's a woman in her mid-30s, high cholesterol. Now there's millions and millions of people in our world looking like this on the inside. 3 months later, looking like this. Significant difference. And here's a third picture. A man, prostate cancer, 52 years old. Clearly we can see that whatever this man's been up to for about 40 years has been very oxidizing, extremely rusting for the insides. Now, following Mr. Shinya's technique, 3 months later it looks like this. When I got introduced to these photos, because of my background in colon hydrotherapy, I was a little shocked. I didn't think that this was possible to have this form of detoxification without an extensive detoxing program. But I yet hadn't understood the full power of this water. Whenever you're able to superhydrate the colon, the entire body wants to naturally detoxify. How it does this is through the lymphatic system. So we're storing toxins in our fat tissues. And when we get hydrated, then those fat tissues push the toxins into our lymphatic system and we start to detoxify. So a lot of people will experience these types of symptoms when drinking this water. It might be more trips to the bathroom, flu-like symptoms, low energy. But that will take about a day, maybe up to 10 days, and then you get to the next side of this experience, which is your body getting fully hydrated and more energized.